Hi everyone, today we'll talk about my January stock market portfolio return for 2019. This is where I go through all the stocks that I bought, kind of the movements I made for the month, and then I see if I beat the S&P 500. I did a video like a month ago talking about my 2018 return, but we're going to get stuck into my 2019 return right now. Things to make really important, guys, is that this is all long-term holding from point of view, and that's how I invest into the stock market. So all these stocks are long-term investments. I'm kind of looking a year, 2 year, 3 year down the line, at least. Some of them potentially even longer. So I'm going to get stuck into the video now and look at my portfolio. So here you can see this is the one that I did earlier, which was my 2018 portfolio return. You can see from the bottom, my year-to-date return was 17.6% and the market's return was 5.18%. Quick things to note here, guys, is that to save me time, all my positions are taken as if they're equal, so all my stocks are like equal percentage of my portfolio, but realistically they're not. Like last year, Microsoft was actually like my biggest position by quite a bit, so my return was actually better than 17.6%, even though it says that, but it just saves me time just calculating how much of the actual earn through the portfolio it was. It's just easy to do it equal, so you get a rough idea, because I try and be transparent as possible with you guys, so you know how I'm doing overall. But yeah, 17.86% versus minus 5.18% was a pretty good beat last year. Like I say, it was actually more than that, because my biggest positions were Microsoft and PayPal last year. So that was pretty good. All my return is done on the 28th, so if it doesn't look completely correct, like the return wise of it, that's because I do it on the 28th. The reason why is because of February, because we have 28 days in February quite often, every 3 years, so that's why. But if we go into this year, you can see here, this is my return so far. Obviously the dates I got in a little bit scattered, so we've got JD, Microsoft, Apple, Johnson & Johnson, Visa, and we can see that I entered JD on the 26th, Microsoft on the 26th, Apple on the 28th, Johnson & Johnson on the 31st, and Visa on the 16th. And at the moment, my biggest winner so far was JD, which is up 9.26%, which is really good. I'm looking at probably selling that around the 38 range. Microsoft, pretty decent start so far. I want to add a few more shares into that this year, but that's up 4.67%. Just carrying that on from last year, really. Like I say, I'd like to add a few more positions in there. Apple, unfortunately, because of it being the 28th, it just missed the earnings out, but that's got a 0.04% return so far this year. So that's pretty much like flat line, really. Johnson & Johnson, same again, 0.05%, so that's hardly moved at all. And then we've got Visa, that's 0.98%, but like I say, that's on the 28th, so that'll probably be down just a little bit more than what it is right now. Overall, that gave me a 2.59% return in total in January, which isn't bad overall. You know, in a normal month, that would be okay. But when you compare it to the S&P 500, you know, that actually outperformed the portfolio this month. The S&P posted 6.36%. So yeah, I haven't beat the S&P 500 this month, but sometimes that happens overall, guys. You know, it's just a little bit unfortunate. Sometimes your stocks just don't move in your favour. You know, when you look at like Apple and Visa, they're normally two stocks that do okay, and they're down this month, so not too worried about it. You know, over the 12 months, I'm pretty sure I'll beat it most of the time, like I have done in 2017 and 2018. So guys, these are some of the adjustments that you might see made in the portfolio for February. Last month I'd like to have added eBay in, which I missed out on, and that went up a little bit. Boeing, I would like to have added that, and that's gone up a little bit. So those are two stocks that I missed out on. PayPal as well, that did a little bit better in January than what Visa did, and I went for Visa this year. So that was something as well that was a little bit frustrating. And also Royal Caribbean Cruises was another stock that was lining up, and that actually did really well this month or last month. So those are 4 stocks I was looking at investing in, and 4 of them have done super good. So if I had them in my portfolio, I probably would have beaten the S&P, which is annoying. Just didn't invest into them at the time. So what can you do about it, eh? So going forward, like I say, the stocks that potentially could change in here is that I'm looking at adding more shares into Microsoft. Nvidia is potentially that I'm looking at. It's something I'm actually going to look at today after recording this video, which one to buy. But Nvidia potentially could go in there. United Rentals could go in there, and Constellation Brands could potentially go in there, and Eli, which is sporting goods, Callaway Golf. Those 5 potential ones that I'm looking at right now, because I think they're at a little bit of a discount. Microsoft is just one that I want to add to my position to. So Microsoft and them 4 brand new stocks are potential ones that I'm looking at. I will be buying some stocks in February. I just haven't fully decided which ones yet. So it's something I'm going to look at today and probably decide today what I'm going to do and how I'm going to invest it. So we'll see what happens there, guys. Like I say, I'm just thinking about it right now, but something will happen and I'll let you know on this video when I do. And I'll make a review on February, probably around March time, about my February portfolio review. Just see how it all went down. So that's the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing my portfolio. I hope it was a good insight and a bit more transparent. That's how I like to run it on this channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.